What's up everybody, it's Bradley back with another video, and this time I'm going to do a very specific list. This will be my top 5 favorite cool fall weather fragrances. And like I just said, this is a very specific and a very exact list because, you know what, we are very fastly approaching to the winter season. However, fall is still here, as you can see. Leaves are still falling and it's a great time of the year. However, I don't think it's quite appropriate yet, even though the weather is getting very cold, to pull out these really heavy-hitting gourmand winter fragrances. But at the same time, I still want to be reminded of these really nice fall scents, but they gotta have the performance and the strength to really cut through the cold autumn air, and that is exactly what I'm gonna be delivering to you guys with this list right here. So like I said, I'm still thinking about fall fragrances, something spicy, something very autumnal feeling, nothing that is super gourmand and that reminds me of like wintry, snowy nights or anything like that. I'm still thinking about fall, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do with this list right here. Let's go first with an honorable mention. It's from the house of Burberry London. Yes, this has been featured a lot on my channel this autumn, and I'm going to continue to be featuring it. I will have a review of this fragrance coming out straight after this, and it's a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's like a sweet, earthy pine scent. It sort of smells like walking into a beautiful pine forest on a damp, chilly autumn day. This thing does have a little bit of sweetness. It has some tobacco, some spiciness from the cinnamon, and overall it just smells like Thanksgiving, spending a great time and great memories with your family, and also segueing into the Christmas season. So I think it's absolutely perfect for sort of the end of fall when things start to get really chilly. This also does have the performance, and it does have the warmth to keep you very nice and cozy during these cool autumn days. And also, if you were to ask me what is the cheapest one on this list, boom, right here. This is a great, very cheap fall fragrance for the cooler fall weather. So again, a really, really good stuff with this right here, Burberry London. All right, let's kick things off with my number 5 spot. This is actually my scent of the day yesterday, and wow, I really, really like this stuff. This is from the house of John Varvatos, Dark Rebel. Woo! This stuff is definitely rebellious to the max. Like, this is a super bad boy scent right here. You look at the note breakdown on paper, this thing has rum, it has leather, tobacco, castoreum, which is a very animalistic note, and it has all these crazy sugarcane, like, on notes. This thing is built for the fall, built for cold fall weather. However, this one has one big Achilles heel, the performance. Smell-wise, it's amazing. It's a super nice, really leathery, dark. I get like a black licorice thing in here too. There's some oud. I mean, there's like a very nice, warm, oudy, spicy thing in here. However, the performance just does not match up with this heavy note breakdown. I wore this yesterday, pushed about 4.5 hours max with a heavy spray on this thing. So I'm like, wow, are you kidding me? This thing has such heavy notes, yet it does not last for anything. Same with the projection, does not want to project more than an hour. So a little bit disappointed with that. And that's why it makes my number 5 spot. From a smell standpoint, it's amazing, but just it does not have the performance for the cold fall days. Alright, coming in at my number 4 spot, this is a niche fragrance and definitely the gourmand of the list. Yes, it is still okay to wear gourmands in the cold fall days, and this is definitely a really good one to check out. From the house of Bond No.9, the first Bond I've ever mentioned on my channel so far. This is I Love New York for All. A nice little sample decant right here. This stuff is a very, very nice coffee fragrance. It's like a nutty coffee chocolate. Smells sort of similar to Montal's Chocolate Greedy, however just not as really super chocolatey. This has sort of a weird thing in the opening. It smells like Lily of the Valley bergamot mixed with chocolate. It's like a green, plasticky, chocolatey opening. Not the biggest fan of the opening, however once it dries down, the nuttiness really comes through. It's very chocolatey, very sweet and delicious. It really, really good cold fall time scent. It really warms you up, reminds you of walking into a coffee shop, maybe in downtown Brooklyn, just like the Brooklyn theme of this fragrance, of course. Also, performance, wonderful, lasts all day, pretty much 10 plus hours every time with very good projection. So if you're looking for a really nice coffee, nutty, gourmand scent, this is definitely one that I would suggest. Alright, coming in at my number 3 spot now is another niche fragrance. This is from the house of Costume National. This is Homme. So this is their classic men's scent. Wow, you gotta know how to handle this stuff right here. This stuff is super potent. I got a really funny story I'll tell you in a second, but how does this thing smell? First of all, it smells like a clove explosion, a clove bomb. Sort of reminds you of just fresh cloves straight from your spice drawer. It is very, very medicinal, very strong, very spicy, very dry as well with the sandalwood. Has some cinnamon here. Overall, it's just a spicy, very warming, nice, delicious aroma. Not very sweet, unfortunately. I wish it had a little bit of extra sweetness in there, but I think it's a very, very nice scent. Now, as far as the performance goes, I say I wore this thing about a week ago playing golf. I played 18 holes in the morning. It was a little bit chilly, and then I went straight into work. I actually got a compliment with this 7 hours after application when the person was standing 5 feet away from me. I was like, boom, mind blown. I could not believe that they could even still smell this thing. I'd say it does last through the cold weather like nobody's business, but you gotta know how to handle this stuff. This is not for everybody. Definitely skews mature, very masculine, and very, very powerful. So this is my number 3 spot, a great spicy fall scent. Still reminds me of fall, and that's why I love wearing it on the cold autumn days. Number 2, wow, this one just keeps popping its little head up in my reviews and in my top 10 lists. And trust me guys, the review for this one is coming very, very soon. I'm still really loving and enjoying testing this thing, but like I said, the review is coming very soon. This one now is a Paco Rabanne, probably the best release of 2016. I'm not gonna stamp that quite yet, but it's definitely up there. 1 million prive. You smell this thing and you just want to melt. That's how good this stuff is to me. Basically, it's a very spicy cinnamon scent. Really reminds me of fresh baked like gingerbread cookies or molasses cookies straight out of the oven. It's super warm, cinnamon. It's got tonka bean, probably one of the sweetest on this list. Has that sort of bubblegum vibe in the opening, but has the myrrh, has the patchouli in the dry down. It is absolutely phenomenal, guys. I'm telling you this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. The opening is amazing, kills them, knocks them dead. Does get a lot of compliments as well, and also has very, very, very good projection and longevity. Overall, this is a win-win in the fall time. Also, I could see it be worn in the wintertime equally as well, but there's something about it that when the weather turns cold, when there's leaves falling all around you, this stuff is just amazing for this. So this is 1 million prive. Please go try this stuff out. Even if you hate the original 1 million, this is still definitely worth a try in my opinion. So go check this stuff out. This is my number 2. And we have now arrived at my number 1 spot. Honestly guys, there is really not much competition when it comes to this thing right here. This thing just blew everything out of the water. If you follow my channel, you will know that this is my darling this fall. I've absolutely loved this stuff so much. I've raved about it. I very recently did a review on this one as well from the house of Parfums de Marly. It is Habdan. Yes, yes, yes. Please give me more of this stuff. Wow, this is a delicious aroma. It's amazing. In terms of notes and ingredients and the quality of the ingredients, it makes everything else in this list, maybe besides the bond, look like child's play. It really does. The quality of the ingredients through the freaking roof. It's so, so good. You get myrrh, you get frankincense, which provides this resinous, sweet, smoky thing. You also, of course, get that caramel apple thing. And that's why I love the stuff for the fall, because this really just reminds me of a caramel apple on a stick, going to a fall festival, bonfires at the nighttime. It's just so awesome. I have marked my fall special occasions with this thing. I have worn it performance-wise, amazing, 13 hours at least every time that I wear it, with amazing projection in the nighttime. It's just so amazing. Gets compliments, very, very versatile. Love this stuff, super unique. I could go on and on forever about this, but if you want to know everything about Parfums de Marly Habdan, you can check out my review up there. Simply put, this is one of the best fall fragrances ever made, especially when the weather gets cold. This thing just loves the cold like nobody's business. The colder it is, the better this thing smells. I'm not joking. So go try out Parfums de Marly Habdan if you're looking for a really nice, cool fall weather scent. I think it's definitely worth the price as well. So that will be it for this video. Please let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comments down below, and what is your favorite cold fall weather fragrance. Make sure to let me know about that. Make sure you like, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later with another video. Peace out. Rock it.